Welcome to tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any questions that I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join. If there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available, people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8 ball, for the magic 8 ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon.
everyone. Welcome. How's it going? Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Lucinda. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Denise. Hi, Ivy. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Libra girl. Hello, Tammy and Jasmine. Dreamer. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Gigi. Hi, DC. Hi, Divyani. Hi, my baby. Hi, Mina. Hello, and Divyani. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Tonight is theme night, so this spread is um how to return your power back to you. So it's kind of like what drains your power, what power still lives in you, how to fully step back into your power, and what will you feel when you reclaim your power. So yeah, that is the spread for tonight for the theme. You can ask any questions you want, like always. I do have a legal disclaimer in the description if you want to check that out as well. Hi, Dr. Fizza. Hi, May. Hi, Firefly Magic. Hi, Deanna. Hello. Hi, Victoria. Jania. Bernard. Hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah, like I said, I do have a legal disclaimer description if you want to check that out. Theme is return my power. I believe that's what it is. Or reclaim my power. Okay, reclaim your power is what I wrote probably. Yeah. So yeah, I'll switch the screen so we get started. There we go. Vivi, return my power. Let's see, for Vivi. How could Vivi return or reclaim their power? What is draining Vivi's power right now? What is draining Vivi's power right now? Ooh, that devil. The devil's always out to play, right? For Vivi, what power still lives in Vivi? What power still lives in Vivi? How can Vivi step back into her power? What can Vivi feel when she reclaims her power? Ooh. So you do have the devil. The devil's in the dark. So I feel like what's draining your power is probably all the things that you feel like you're attached to, or you don't feel like you have the freedom to practice your power to begin with. This one is like a sense of transformation and shadow work and that some that sort of thing. So it could be about doing some shadow work may help you undrain your power, but it seems like materialistic things may be draining that. It's always about money, right? um, for the Seven of Wands in the dark, this is what power still lives within you, right? So you still have that spiritual wisdom. You still know how to protect yourself or shield yourself from any fire resistant spells as well, which you probably already know, right? But it is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is like defending your position and having that voice to stand your ground and set those boundaries. So that is the power that still lives within you. Then you have the Four of Pentacles in the dark. The Four of Pentacles, like how to step back into your powers. Maybe it's about being more possessive of your time and energy rather than spreading it out to other people or other things. More mindful what really matters to you may help you when you're stepping back and like really evaluating your situation. You know, reevaluate the efforts you've already been doing and all the goals you have reached already may help you see where you're going. For the Page of Wands in the light, this is what you will feel once you reclaim your power, which is Seven of Wands, right? You'll feel that hot, fiery, sexy energy, right? The Page of Wands. I just feel this flirty excitement coming through, these big ideas, being more enthusiastic and inspired, more playful in your energy. That's when you'll know that you have reclaimed your power, I guess. So that's what I got. Dreamer. Theme reading for Dreamer. What is what is draining Dreamer's power? What is draining Dreamer's power right now? What power still lives within Dreamer? How can Dreamer step back into her power? What will Dreamer feel once they reclaim their power? Ooh, that is a good one. Some self-focus and patience. Let's see. For a seven, I want to say 7 of Cups because I feel like you have a lot of options or a lot of things going on that can or what is probably draining your power. I can feel that for you. But what is draining your power is all the things that you want and wish for and dream of without actually manifesting them or not knowing how to manifest them or feeling like your manifesting powers that you have are blocked for some reason, right? Because it's what's draining your power. Yeah, I just feel like there's this, like this card too, it says, the wishing, the wishing chronicles, but any wish you make comes true. So, I don't know, I feel like you have the power just kind of like blocked right now for whatever reason. But, you know, some things may be draining you just because you're frustrated with not using them. I don't know. The Ace of Wands is in the dark. And this one is what power still lives with you now. So you still have that spark of fire somewhere in you. You may not be using it, but it still lives in you somewhere to take initiative, to look for new possibilities. This one is about awakening burnouts and curses and reckless spellcraft energy. So it still lives within you somewhere. I don't know if you've been using it, but it's there. The Seven of Pentacles is in the light. So I feel like yes, like if this is what to step back, how to step back into your power is to focus on all the work that you have to get done, right? Putting more effort into the work, more like power work, not all the other things that you have going on. Which just sounds like more work, right? If you say it out loud. But for the Seven of Pentacles, I just feel like there's this energy. This one says, slow and steady magic, channeling power, long-term manifestations, and patience will make the magic work too. So, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is all about that patience, evaluating your progress, and seeing how far you've come already and what you need to work on moving forward is how you're going to step back into that power. And what you're going to feel after you reclaim your power is self-focus. No, Four of Pentacles here. I just feel like there's this energy of feeling more secure, more steady, more stable, more into your true self, right? But I just feel the sense that you're gonna be more mindful of where you're gonna control your energy and who you're gonna focus on and all that sort of fun stuff, right? Yeah. I feel like there's some hedge witchcraft that you'll be going into as well, or you're gonna feel more in tune to doing some hedge witch stuff, which is kind of like this, really similar to kitchen witch too. So there's that. That was what I got. Hopefully some of that made sense. Astral Chemist, return my power. Let's see. How can Astral Chemists return their power? What is draining Astral Chemist's power? What's draining Astral Chemist's power? The Queen of Pentacles. What power still lives within Astral Chemist? How to fully step back into your power, Astral Chemist. Let's see. What will Astral Chemists feel once they reclaim their power? Ooh, there's some good things happening here, right? What is draining your power is the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe being a little bit too slow, a little bit too practical in your decisions, and not allowing yourself to explore, take a little bit more risk, or, you know, being a little bit more adventurous on doing so. And this one says, you have the ability to summon forest spirits whenever you want, so you probably very much attract animals, or animals probably like you very much. Ultimate maternal instincts as well. So connecting with the earth and all that sort of thing. But I feel like materialistic things are draining your power too, because it is a Pentacles card, right? For the Strength card, what power still lives in you is your strength that is still probably still potent. It says you're very good at entertaining your inner beast energy. You have a lot of courage and channeling in your power. You have channeling in anchored power too, so that is pretty cool. The Strength card, I just feel also that there's this energy of you being able to find positive and things that maybe most people don't as well. Not sure if you're using it, but it's still there. The Seven of Swords, this is how to step back into your power. Maybe it's a matter of practicing in the shadows until you fully feel ready to explore what you're truly capable of. And this one says reality. So I feel like you can do something with reality. Maybe steal other people's concepts, but you may want to keep that under wraps if you do. I don't know. People don't get a little cranky when you steal their ideas. Being able to do some shadow work and yeah, stealing other people's destinies. I can see why you'd want to keep that under wraps though. But you know, you can focus on that or take a look at that. Maybe it's a matter of really good at keeping secrets and from other people and evaluating if it's really worth holding on to all those secrets in case they are kind of like weighing you down as well or draining your energy. For the Knight of Swords in the light too, guess what is what you will feel once you reclaim your power. You know, the Knight of Swords is someone who's very ambitious, very focused, very persuasive and bold in their energies. I feel like you're going to feel more confident, like you're going to have this big ego boost once you reclaim your power. Then you'll know that you've done it, right? I feel like you're going to be able to be faster at what you do, and I feel like you're going to be able to, you know, strike before someone else strikes first. So that sounds fun. Denise, hello. Theme reading for Denise. How can Denise return her power? How can Denise return their power? How can Denise return their power? What is draining Denise's power? What power still lives within Denise? How can Denise step back into her power? What will Denise feel once they reclaim their power? Oh man, that's kind of interesting, right? You have the Ace of Wands here. So what's draining your power is all that fiery energy that you got going on. All right. I don't know if you've been meeting a lot of new people, or if it's just people in general who are draining your energy. But there seems to be some of that going on here. I feel like you have been feeling more ambitious and taking chances, which is really great. But maybe being anxious about taking these new chances, maybe draining your power too. I don't know. You have the Temperance here, and this is the power that still lives within you is the Temperance, right? So the Temperance is the ability to like talk to your spirit guides and reach out to your ancestors and all that sort of fun stuff. So that is a really cool energy to have too. That still lives within you. Not sure if you're not realizing it or using it, but it says you do have that deep connection with the angels and spirit guides. You have a really good aura, and you're probably really good at reading other people's auras or other people's energies and that stuff like that too. So it does still live in you if you're using it or not. The Ten of Cups is in the dark, so how to fully step back into your power is maybe taking a look at opening your third eye kind of energy, trying to figure out where exactly your power comes from, like what kind of powers you have from your ancestors and people in your family, or people around you in general. So I feel like you are able to tap into that generational power thing. So there's probably some of that in your family somewhere if you dig far enough. And then can manifest happy ever after energies. So there's that you can try to practice on to regain your power as well. And then what you will feel once you reclaim your power is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a hot, fiery energy, full of inspiration, creativity, and big ideas. So I feel like you're going to feel very excited, very flirty, very loving in your energy, right? I said you're still learning. So even though when you do come to realization that you're fully got your powers. There's still gonna be some practice going on. You're still learning, so even though you may have lived for many generations, you may still be learning things. I feel like we're always learning. I feel like no matter how old you are, you're still learning things, right? That's pretty good. Hello everyone. Hi Daisy D. To ask a question, you do have to write exclamation mark join with no spaces in between followed by your question. That's how Nightbot will add you to the list. Nightbot is just a program. It's not a real person who keeps track of the list for me. DC! Theme reading please for DC. How can DC return to their power? How can DC reclaim their power? What is draining a DC's power right now? Oop, the hair font. Oh man, you may be a little bit detached from your family roots on the power situation. I don't know. We'll look into that though. For DC, what power still lives in DC right now? How can DC fully step back into her power? And I thought there was one that wanted to come out. I lost it. How can DC fully step back into their power? Ooh, just take charge. Just go for it. What will DC feel once they step back into their power? For some reason, 2 cards want to come out there, so there's that. So you get a little extra power going on. The hair font is in the dark, so this is what's draining your power. Maybe like not realizing that you do have a legacy of powers that you're not tapping into there. Maybe you don't know your family roots, but maybe something we can dig into. I don't know. One way or another. I know there's a lot of apps and ancestry things where that can help with that, but whatever's going on there, there is some secret teachings going on, some rituals or mastery of things that you may be able to dig up as well. But I feel like whatever's going on with you draining your powers, maybe being focused on more of like the other things, you know, besides the regular things, like if you're focused on all kinds of different beliefs, you know, there's all kinds of different religions and all kinds of people have so many things about so many things, right? Maybe that's holding you back or draining you of not knowing which direction to go into. Then what power still lives within you right now is the Four of Pentacles. So I do feel the sense of being mindful of what matters most to you, and I feel like you know what you can handle, and like you know your limits, you know your boundaries very well. I'm not quite sure if you're using this power right now, but you know it's still lingering there somewhere. I feel like you do have the control of, or self-control, self-protection, all that sort of fun stuff as well. This one says self-focus and patience, right, as well. And you can store limitless treasures and knowledge and souls. So you have a very good memory of things as well. That power is kind of still in there somewhere. The Emperor. So the Emperor is how to fully step back into your powers, taking charge of where you want to go. You know, if you don't want to do what your family did, you want to start your own roots, I feel like that's something you're capable of doing as well if you wanted to. Right? You have the Emperor, so you can command whatever power and protection you want. I feel like there is this energy of you warding, using symbols and charms and sigils. I always say that wrong. Hopefully you know what I mean. And then you have the King of Cups energy, and that's what you're going to feel once you reclaim your powers. You're going to feel like you're more confident, you're more in charge, you're ready to set a legacy for your future generations to come after you, right? And I feel like you're going to be more highly intuitive, or realize how highly intuitive you are, or how psychic you are as well. I feel like you're going to be more attuned to other people's feelings and energies and that sort of thing. Yeah. I feel like you're going to be more mysterious about it too, so you may not let anyone know how powerful you truly are. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, so yeah, that's probably why you're going to keep it under wraps, not let anyone know exactly how powerful you are. You're going to keep them guessing. That's what I got. My baby! Theme reading for my baby! What does my baby need to know right now? Oh, my theme reading. I don't know why I thought it was general. For my baby, let's see. How can my baby return their power? What is draining my baby's power? What is draining my baby's power? What power still lives in my baby right now? How can my baby fully step back into their power? What will my baby feel once they reclaim their power? Ooh, magic! Oh man. For the Five of Cups in the dark, this is what's draining your power. So it could be some hanging on to past regrets and or past lives energy. I don't know. Could be a matter of repressed feelings and trying hard to make room for things that still need to heal. I feel like you've been working really hard on healing. You've been really working hard on, just letting things slide under the bridge kind of thing and keep moving forward. But still seems to be some of that is still draining your power anyways. What power you still have left in you is the King of Cups. You're highly intuitive. King of Cups is also really good at scrying and that sort of fun things. And I do feel that for you. Like you being able to trust your inner voice and lead with kindness and compassion is still a strong power that you have as well. And then for how to fully step back into your power is the King of Wands in the dark. Oh man. So maybe a little bit of separating your own ego with your powers and trying to figure out what is what. I don't know. But it seems to be that you do have the wand, or wand may be a great tool for you to use in your practice. This one is a very sexual and seductive energy as well. With the King of Wands here. So passion and love, maybe practicing on love spells and that sort of thing can boost your power, reclaim your power. Reclaim your power, you have the Magician, so I don't know what's more powerful than a magician, right? That's the alchemist. So, spell work, manifestation, and element control. So you can control water, air, fire, earth. I always forget earth when I say that. I don't know why. But that is what I got. I feel like you're a very powerful being already. It's just a little boost maybe come out of this. Hi, Debbie. Goldheart, return my power. Yes, how can Goldheart return her power? How can Goldheart return their power? What is draining Goldheart's power? What is draining Goldheart's power? What power still lives in Goldheart? How does Goldheart step back into their power? What will Goldheart feel once they reclaim their power? Ooh, there's some things going on here. You do have the Hangman. So maybe it's just a matter of unsure where to start with connecting with your power. Maybe just that unsureness, or just suspending or hiding your powers for whatever reason. Maybe out of fear. I don't know, because it is the Hangman. Whatever's going on there, I just feel like there's a sense of you having visions and knowing what you need to do, but also not really ready to make the sacrifices to reclaim that power. So I don't know what sacrifices you feel like you need to do, but it could be just a lot of judgy people come when you try to reclaim your power. I don't know. For the Ace of Wands is in the dark too, and this is what power still lives within you already. The Ace of Wands, you still have that spark somewhere. If you're using it or not, it's still there, right? I feel like you're able to connect with other people, find new possibilities whenever possible. But you do have a spark of divine inspiration, sparks of hot passion as well. A wand awakening, so I feel like you are able to get a wand, connect with it, and awaken your powers through that as well. You still have the ability to do that now. You have the ability to burn out curses and reckless spell casting energy as well. Before the Five of Cups in the dark. Hi, Dottie. Hi, FG. You're here. I'm glad you're here, FG. Yeah, for the Five of Cups in the dark. This is how to fully step back into your power. So it's kind of like letting things go. They're no longer serving you, especially any past regrets, any negative energy from your past. It's time to just, make it flow down the sea or whatever that is for you. Because I feel like, your tears will never be forgotten. All that sorrow you've had before is not forgotten. It's just a matter of not allowing it to block your power moving forward. The Three of Cups is in the dark, so I do feel like this is what you'll feel once you reclaim your power, right? So I feel like you're feeling more comfortable with yourself, more comfortable with exploring the powers that you do have. Maybe being able to summon a gathering of some sort, make people gather together. Could be like starting a coven, I don't know, or some sort of sisterhood energy. But I do feel like there's going to be more energy around supporting others. So maybe when you reclaim your power, you'll be able to teach others how to reclaim their powers as well. Yeah, is that a good? Hello, how can hello return our power? How can hello return their power? How can hello return their power? What power still lives within hello? What power still lives within hello right now? Oops, I did that a little bit wrong. I was supposed to do. What drains hello's power? I got ahead of myself. What drains hello's power? How can hello fully step back into their power? What will hello feel once they reclaim their power? Alright. Okay, so for the visionary, I said the visionary for some reason, but the King of Wands is the visionary, so I do feel like there's these big visions, big dreams, and all of that sort of thing. So I feel like you still have the power of dreaming and seeing things and having a sense of good, strong intuition, right? For the King of Wands in the dark, it's kind of like, maybe being in charge or feeling like you're in control or a leadership of whatever it is and being able to, work wise, maybe draining your energy, always having to be the first one to make the first moves and always being the one to inspire other people and all that sort of fun stuff. But it could be draining for sure. And then you have what power still lives within you now is a Nine of Wands. So you have the power to heal witch wounds, especially the clinging ones. Um, yeah. So Nine of Wands is kind of like even though you're really exhausted, you still have the power to keep going, no matter what's going on or what has happened. You could be over defensive. And you have sacred guards of the underworld as well. So I don't know if you're using it, but you still have it. The Ace of Swords, and this is how to fully step back into your power. Is making sure you're practicing that psychic and intuitive abilities that you have. Maybe some telepathic energy as well. Being able to cast some true spells. You know who's lying, who's not, right? Reality. So you may be able to alter realities some way or another, or start new realities. I don't know. Go between dimensions. It seems. Yeah, so yeah, apparently can do something with faith as well. Maybe focus on other people's or alter other people's fates. I don't know. That can sound a little bit dangerous. So. How to reclaim or what you're gonna feel once you reclaim your power is the Page of Wands. A lot of people got the Page of Wands for reclaim their power, right? I don't know. Page of Wands seems to be like on fire. People are going to be feeling more bold, more fiery, more flirty, more sexy, right? The Page of Wands. Big ideas, inspiration, enthusiasm, playful energy as well. And this one is you may still be learning after you do come into your full power, but we're all learning. You're gonna be able to awaken others, open portals. Being a very psychic with oracle cards too. The Page of Wands is the oracle card reader as well. So that's what I got. That is so cool, right? Yeah. All this energy is. I've been working on making spell kits for events that I'm going to this summer. Oh man, They're so fun to put together, but at the same time, it's draining. Matthew, how can Matthew return their power? How can Matthew return their power? Let's see from Matthew. What is draining Matthew's power? What is draining Matthew's power right now with the King of Cups? What power still lives within Matthew right now? Oh, that's not coming out, so it's not yours, right? Ooh, the whole star, the whole universe. Wow, you have a strong power there. How can Matthew step back into their power fully? Carrie, just keep going. What will make Matthew feel that they have reclaimed their power? 5 of Wands. Oh gosh. Letting everyone know that you're more powerful than them, right? That's exactly what the 5 of Wands is all about. um, for the King of Cups in the light. What is draining your power? I feel like it's just a matter of being that person that everyone relies on, right? You're always having to constantly lead with kindness and compassion, and that is emotionally draining. So I feel like, yeah, everyone relying on you, or draining your emotional energy, maybe, yeah, draining, especially if you're highly as attuned as this King of Cups. Being around other people is draining itself. And then for the star energy, that is power that still lives within you. So, right, the universe, so the divine guidance energy, that astral gift, being able to work with astrology and understanding astrology and all that sort of fun stuff, still lives within you right now. Yeah. So you also have the ability to make renewal spells and focus on finding out what your true spirituality is. Then for how to fully step back into your power as a cherry, so keep moving forward, keep doing what you're doing. Keep practicing what you're practicing, right? You're going to have that sense of victory, especially with charms. I feel like you can do some astral projection as well, and you have the star to back that up too. So time traveling, maybe alter some timelines, whatever that is. 5 of Wands. How do you know when you're gonna reclaim your powers? How are you gonna feel is you're gonna be wanting to fight everyone. Like, I'm more powerful than you. I don't know if that's gonna come true, but that is what the original Rider-Waite's meaning is. There's a bunch of witches, and everyone has their own opinion about what their powers are. So I really feel like that energy is really strong, and that's how you're gonna know that you have reclaimed your full powers. Love, return love's power. Let's see. How can love return her power? What is draining love's power right now? What is draining love's power right now? What power still lives in love right now? How can love fully step back into their power? What will love feel once they reclaim their power? Oh man. Well, let's see what's going on here. The 10 of Pentacles is in the dark. Oh man. So that's what's draining your power, right? The 10 of Pentacles is having hard times, maybe some family disputes or family drama or just drama in general, right? The financial side of things, unsure which direction you want to go into, materialistic wise, maybe family wise, career wise. All that is just overwhelming. All that materialistic things. Maybe draining your energy for reclaiming your power. The Temperance is in the light, and this is the power that still lives within you now. It's still in there somewhere. The Temperance is the ability to communicate with the angels and fae and the spirit guides and all those interdimensional beings, right? I feel like that energy you have, you're able to read people's auras, people's energies, and that sort of thing. Highly intuitive, highly spiritual. So yeah, you already have all of what you need, right? Water magic as well. Connection with the other side, we already said that. But the magician is how you can step back into your fully powers, just turning the magic card into the light, right? Being able to manifest, practicing that spell work energy. The magician is the alchemist as well, so using the alchemist work with manifestation, element control, so being able to manipulate, water, air, fire, earth kind of energy as well, focusing on the illusion of control as well, making people see things that they wouldn't otherwise see as well. But you're gonna realize that when you feel the hangman energy. So feeling like, I just want to stay where I am, not want to focus anywhere or go anywhere. So, if you have the power to make illusion, like control illusions in other people, so they can pretend to see you where you're not there anyway. So, right? I don't know if that makes any sense. Be somewhere where you're not really. Yeah, I don't know. But this one is about time freezing, visions, cosmic surrender. So I'm just make Mercury not go in retrograde and we'll all be good, right? Sacrifices and portals. That's what I got. Jasmine! Reclaim Jasmine's power. How can Jasmine return her power back to her? What is draining? There's a lot of things that are draining your power, apparently. So I'm just gonna keep it because I'm not fighting the universe tonight. Right? Oh man, what is going on here for Jasmine? What is going on here for Jasmine? How can a Jasmine fully step back into her power? What will Jasmine feel once she reclaims her power? It was funny. They were both doing the same facial expressions. Beastie and Floppy. They're being silly. So what's draining your power, Jasmine, is a whole bunch of things. Your love energy, definitely your love energy with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So love, romance, I don't know what's going on with that, but that is draining out your power. It's taking up too much time away from, witchcraft stuff. I don't know. But you have the King of Swords here. So always being in control, always being assertive, always being, the person that's supposed to do all the right things and never have any fun to play. No playtime energy seems to be the problem. You need more playtime in your life. You feel like you're losing confidence? Yeah, that's probably because you need to reclaim your power. Right? A lot of people are feeling they're losing their confidence right now. But this is something that is draining your energy. Always thinking and always having control over what your thoughts are, what you say, that sort of thing can be very. You just need to let loose and say what you want to say, think what you want to think. I don't know. That's what the cards or the universe wanted to tell you because they all came out at once. The Ten of Pentacles is in the light. So this is what power still lives within you now. So you still have the power to ground yourself. You still have the power to overcome all the drama, all the domestic disputes that may be going on around you, and all that negativity. And you feel like you do have the power to keep yourself grounded and steady and focused on what truly matters for you. Even though you may feel defeated right now, it seems to be still the power that you have anyways. The Tower is in the light, and this is how to fully step back into your power. So allow chaos to unfold. Let yourself be loose. If you don't feel like you're losing confidence, then maybe it's time to lose confidence. Not if you lose your confidence completely, you can regain it again, right? I don't know if that makes any sense. But the power of destruction or revelation. So, we have to say things to people that they don't want to hear, but that's where the destruction comes into play. Divine upheaval, storm witch. You may have to cause a storm in order to feel more at peace and to regain that confidence and that control, and a little bit more of the king energy, but not so much of the king of swords energy. Put in a little bit of the king of cups energy in there too. Have a little mixture of both. The king of cups is very intuitive, very sensitive, very emotional, and allows our emotions to pour out. And then for how you're going to feel when you reclaim your power is the hangman. So once you reclaim your power, you may feel like, okay, I know my powers are. That doesn't mean I need to use them right now. You may want to bottle them up and hide them, or you may want to freeze time, have these comic surrenders, control Mercury in retrograde, if that's possible. I don't know if you have that power. That'd be cool. Sacrifice portals and all that sort of things. Alternate different people's perspectives and that sort of thing. That's what I got. Ice power. That'd be awesome. Culture. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I have access to free classes at my current company. Is it worth gobbling these up before I quit? Let's see. For culture, culture has access to free classes at their current company. Is it worth for culture to take these classes before she quits? The Wheel of Fortune in the Dark. Let's try that again. Wheel of Fortune in the Dark is a no card, but we're gonna try that again, just to make sure. For culture, maybe it's just the bad luck of you quitting your company. I don't know. We'll see. For culture, is it worth for culture to take these classes before she quits? These free classes. The strength card is also in reverse. So. I mean, my personal feeling is if you want to take them before you quit, it does make a lot of sense for me, but that's totally up to you. The universe seems to have other plans, but you know, they may not know what you're talking about. If so, okay, so if she takes the classes, what should she focus on? If culture does take the classes, what should she focus on? Seems like what the focus on the most would be the Ace of Wands, sparking some new ideas, maybe sparking some new possibilities that you may not have thought of before, that you may realize that you're good at, that you didn't realize that you're good at before, right? The Tower is in the dark, so the Tower in the dark is better than the light, right? Releasing any fears, being able to be prepared for the unexpected, so you may learn something about that. The Four of Pentacles in the dark too, so feeling a little bit more secure in your energy, a lot with less needing to control everything. Yeah, so I feel like the Four of Pentacles is like regaining that or redirecting that focus with setting up some healthy boundaries of what you want to put your focus on. Queen of Cups may make you feel a little bit more intuitive, more into your power as well. I feel like the universe may be a little bit torn because they do see that you want to quit your job, but maybe if you take a class or two before you quit, the universe will be satisfied. You know, that does seem to be like there's something there that might be practical. I don't know. That's totally up to you, right? I just tell you what the cards say. You make your own choices. Lucinda, how can Lucinda reclaim her power? Let's see. How can Lucinda hear her power? The problem is my brain goes faster than my mouth, and my mouth can't catch up. I need the power to make them both match up at the same time. For Lucinda, how can Lucinda reclaim her power? How can Lucinda reclaim her power? What is draining Lucinda's power right now? Judgment. Oh man, that drains everybody's energy altogether, right? What power still lives within Lucinda? What power still lives within Lucinda? The Nine of Cups. Wow, you should be using that if you're not already. Nine of Cups. You make dreams come true there. How can Lucinda fully step back into her power? What will Lucinda feel when she reclaims her power? Ooh, new visions, new lots of things, right? The swords here. So what's draining your power is judgment, right? Not knowing which direction you're going into, not knowing which direction is your true purpose of where you want to get to, right? I do feel like there's this energy of yeah, for the judgment as well. This one is about, you know, soul resurrection, divine calling. Sometimes it's a matter of you just awakening your powers, and just because you're not awakening your powers, you may feel drained. I don't know. The Nine of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like this is still power lives within you, but it's in the dark, so I don't know if you're quite using it all that well. Because if you have the means to manifest what you want to manifest, right? Being able to manifest that joy and fulfillment and just embrace it all, right? being able to choose happiness over all the negative things that are going on in this world, right? Um, yeah, and then the death card, that is how to fully step back into your power. The death card, it could be just a matter of speaking to the other side, connecting with the other side, like your spirit guides, your ancestors, and anyone else who's on the other side, right? So spirit gatekeeping, we be able to do some ending spells, rebirth spells. I made a whole bunch of breaking hexes spells today, so not for myself, but for kids for an event, and it was fun. It just made me think of that with this death card energy here too. You having that power somewhere within you. But maybe practicing that will make you step back into your power. Once you step back into your power, you have the Ace of Swords. So, being able to take new initiatives, having new ideas, having that sense of clarity and focus on how to direct your energy where you really want it to go. Being able to make truth spells and that telepathic energy as well. Shift realities, rewrite fates for people, going through different dimensions. Yeah, so cosmic mind control as well. That's always fun, right? That is what I got. Butterfly, theme reading for butterfly. Theme reading for butterfly. Let's see. How can butterfly reclaim her power? How can butterfly reclaim her power? What is draining butterfly's power? King of Cups. What power still lives in butterfly right now? What power still lives in butterfly right now? Sacred Circle. That's beautiful. Four of Wands. How to fully step back and how can butterfly fully step back into their power? What will butterfly feel once they reclaim their power? Strength. Wow, that's a powerful card, right? The King of Cups, that's what's draining your power right now. So maybe just being able to be so intuitive, just absorbing everyone's energy all the time could be definitely draining. I can feel that for you. For the Four of Wands in the dark, this is powers that you have that still lives within you that you may not be using or realizing. But you have the power of your bloodline, like all your relatives, your ancestors. You carry all their power within you as well. So you might be able to make some hearth witch spells kind of thing, or rituals, fire magic, element of control as well, or just the element of power. The fire power probably the strongest, right? Because it's the Four of Wands. So being able to do circle work, like I said, connect with your bloodline, make love potions and commitments, love reunions, and that sort of thing. So you have that within you already. So I feel like you're already powerful. For the Queen of Wands, this is how to fully step back into your power. So being more bold, like the Queen of Wands, right? She is very vibrant, very sexy, very passionate, very bold in her energy. She's very fearless and confident. So I feel like it's just a matter of practicing some of that. That you have the crown of rebirth, so you're able to come back many, many lifetimes after. This is also related with the alchemy gifts as well, solar witchcraft. So maybe practicing some of that can make you reclaim your power as well. Maybe a little bit of dark magic, the Queen of Wands does have a dark side, so maybe explore a little bit of that. I don't know, it's up to you. For the strength card, so what you're going to feel is strength, right? You can feel like in your power, you're going to be able to tame that inner witch that you have. I mean, I don't know if you want to tame it or let it loose. The choice is yours, right? You got the power. So I do feel like that courage. I don't know what I was going to say. I was like so many words trying to come out at once. Courage and channeling the power of anchoring and being able to tame the shadow world as well. Animal magic, being able to connect with animals and those familiars and that sort of thing. That's what I got. That's pretty cool. Dr. Fizza. Hello, Dr. Fizza. Well, M feelings towards Dr. Fizza. Let's see. What are M's feelings towards Dr. Fizza right now? What are M's feelings towards Dr. Fizza right now? What are M's feelings towards Dr. Fizza right now? Why is M texting Dr. Fizza? Why is M texting Dr. Fizza? The moon is in the dark, so I feel like M is having feelings towards you, but they're not very clear on what exactly these feelings are. I feel like they're totally texting you because they're trying to explore, why am I feeling all these feelings towards Dr. Fizza? I'm not quite sure what exactly I'm feeling. I feel like they're overthinking it. I'm not really sure how to connect their mind with their feelings. Their disconnection there going on. Yeah, the moon is in the dark, so I do feel like there's this energy of them having some anxieties or stresses about how they're feeling. Like, I feel they're up all night thinking about you, but they're not quite sure why. The Knight of Cups is here, so I feel like deep down they're feeling a lot of feelings towards you, like love, romantic feelings, right? I feel like they feel the chemistry between the two of you. I feel like they feel like you are both some sort of soul connection of some sorts. I don't know if you're feeling that too, if it's just them, or if they're wanting to know if it really is what they're thinking. For the Justice in the Dark, I feel like there's an imbalance when they're not with you, or they're not connecting with you, or I don't know. They're feeling lost. They feel like they need some clarity about what they're feeling, what they're thinking when they think of you. The Three of Cups is in the dark, but I feel like it's just a matter of them wanting to reach out to you, wanting to see what's going on there with you. I feel like whatever's happened between the two of you in the past, I feel like there was gossip going around. Like someone was talking about you or them or the two of you together. I don't know what it was, but I feel like they have a new perspective of that, and whatever they thought initially is like they're realizing that that wasn't quite right. If that makes any sense, I feel like there's another person involved here, and they wanted to make sure that you know that they were wrong on believing whatever this other person was saying. That is what I got. Moonbeam, you manifested Nightbot. FG doesn't need to reclaim his powers. He already did it with Nightbot. That is so cool. Hi, Dottie. Popcorn. I want popcorn right now. Dottie made the popcorn in the lounge. You're on the free list, FG. No, you came out of the lounge. So you're on the free list now. I don't know. Nina! Hello, Nina! What is coming for Biggie from Body Zeus Network in November 2025? Thank you for your readings. Oh, thank you, Nina. Or you're welcome, I guess I should say. For what is going on with the Biggies from the Body Zeus Network in November 2025? What's going on for Biggie from the Body Zeus Network, November 2025? Oh man. Eight of Pentacles is in the light. So I feel like Biggie's gonna realize that she has enough experience or enough whatever she has going on, right? The Eight of Pentacles is about developing skills and dedication and consistency in her work and performance. But I feel like whatever's going on there, that she's going to come to a realization how good she truly is. And I feel like she may shift her perspective of changing what she's doing, or like going to another network or something. I don't even know. Because the Hangman is here, so I feel like there's going to be a shift in her perspective for sure. I feel like she's going to sacrifice, I don't know if it's sacrificing the Body Zeus network for something else, or what's going on there, but the Eight of Cups is in the dark. So I feel like there's an energy that she's kind of like drifting. Like, should I leave or should I stay? What should I do? I feel like she's going to be going back and forth. I don't know if it's before November or in November, but it seems to be something along those lines. Because there's a Ten of Swords, so something's ending and something's beginning. That's why I'm feeling this energy. So I don't know what's going on with Biggie, but it seems like, yeah, she may be ending something and starting a new something new. So I don't know if it's a new, thing altogether, or if it's just a change in the in what she's doing now with the Body Zeus network thing. And that is what I got. It's okay, Daddy. Mary Jenna, am I own inheritance money? Let's see, for Mary Jana. I don't know, let's see. Is Mary Jana owed inheritance money? Is Mary Jana owed inheritance money? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to know if Mary Jana is owed inheritance money? Is Mary Jana owed inheritance money? Is Mary Jana owed inheritance money? The strength card is in the dark, so I wouldn't feel like it's a very strong energy about you. Being owed inheritance money, like I don't doubt that you are or anything. It's just, the strength card's in the dark, so I feel like that the energy is not very strong. Um, I don't know what's going on there. But you also have the Queen of Cups in the dark, in the light. I don't know why I want to say in the dark. But I feel like there's some emotional things going on, or emotional things that are really attached to this owed inheritance. But the Queen of Cups is in the light, so I feel like trust your intuition, trust your inner voice, do what you need to do to get the answers that you're needing, right? The High Priestess is like definitely telling you to trust your intuition, trust your inner knowledge of what you know already, or what you need to explore, or who you need to talk to get the to get the legal information about this inheritance owed. There is a Six of Pentacles here, so there is an equal give and take, So this could indicate that there's a possibility of one, from that generous support, that financial help, that it is indicating some sort of possibility. But I feel like trust your intuition, trust your inner knowledge, and like really get the answers from the right person about that energy. Eight of Cups, move forward and get the answers that you're needing instead of just thinking about it. It seems from the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is like moving towards something better, or moving towards getting answers in this case. You're welcome. Caramel, hello. Why is DL thinking about Caramel? 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 Eight of Wands in the light. When will he call to connect with Caramel? When? I don't really do timing, Caramel, but let's see. Will DL contact Caramel? When will DL contact Caramel? The lover is in the dark, so I feel like DL is trying to make a decision about you. So I'm not. I feel like they haven't quite made a decision about you yet, though. The lovers is in the dark still. So I feel like they're really torn about where their passion lies. I don't know if they're torn between you and someone else, or what's going on there. FG, you're on the free list. You are on the free list, FG. I'm not quite sure where on the free list you are, but you are on the free list. Yeah. Nightbot took you out of the lounge, but you are on the free list, FG. Nightbot just chooses people at random, but Nightbot did choose you, FG. Moonbeam is asking a question if you need it now. um, yeah. Moonbeam will help you, FG. Sorry about that, Caramel. Yeah. And then you also have the Eight of Wands here. So for the Eight of Wands, I do feel like his energy is kind of like all over the place. Like he has a lot of hot five-paced energy. So I feel like he's really considering if he should contact you or not. But he definitely is thinking about you, but I feel like he's thinking about more along the lines of what his next moves are, why is he feeling the way he's feeling, or why is he thinking the way he's thinking. That sort of thing. For the sun being in the dark, I do feel like he's not very optimistic with the abilities of him connecting with you, or what I feel like he's not really sure what he wants to connect with you with if he does. But the Five Cups is in the dark, so he's very torn about it, though, you know? I feel like he's thinking about it, but I feel like he's delaying his progress, and I don't know why he's delaying contacting you when he should. Oh yeah, FG, you do get one free FG sent Moonbeam sent you a message, FG. I don't know if you see it, but yeah. Bernard, you're still on the list. Yes, I did not forget about you, Bernard. You're still on the list. You're in the lounge, I guess. When you FG, when you're removed from the lounge, they put you out of the lounge into the free list. The lounge is just to go onto the list. Alright? FG, you are on the free list. You're not in the lounge, no, but you are on the free list. The free list and the lounge is two different things. You have to get out of the lounge in order to go onto the free list. You can have your reading now, FG. That's what Moonbeam is saying to you. I know, eh? Oh man. See what happens when TMZ gets into dark witchcraft? It gets all crazy here. But yeah, that is what I got, Caramel. Hopefully that made some sense. I'm sorry for all the interruptions, but bottom line is that he is torn about which direction he wants to go into. I feel like he is thinking about you, though. He is thinking about you for sure. But he doesn't know when he's going to contact you or why he's thinking about you right now. He's kind of like all scattered and his energy, his sun's upside down. But that's what I got. Okay, FG, you can have a reading though. Moonbeam has changed the members thing, so members do get a free reading on here. That's what Moonbeam was asking you. If you wanted to use your free thing. Because you are on the free list anyways, though. Your turn is going to come up. You're still on the list. CFG, you're on the list right there. If you see like where I am on that list right there. FG, you're right after spiritual love. Mystical G. There is a guy feeling a deep connection with what is this good. We'll try that again. Oh man. There is a guy that Mystical feels deeply connected with. What is the spiritual reason for this? It feels like a divine counterpart. Ooh, that is sexy, right? Oh man. Hi, Hudson. Hudson, I wanted to let you know that there's 2 times that you've been on the list and you had no questions, so I didn't do your reading. So when you join the list, Hudson, you need to write a question or I don't do your reading, right? Just to let you know. Just saying, yeah, if you go back for the past lives, you will see on the timestamps that you were on the free list, but you did not get your reading because I only read if there's a question. Just to let you know, Hot Sun. Yeah. I just want to make sure that you do know that, right? That there's 2 times you've been on the free list, but I couldn't read to you because you only said hello and not a question. And you were not in the chat either. If you go back at the, yeah, make sure that you do have a question though, if you get onto the free list again. For Mystical, I'm just trying to find this energy for you, Mystical. There is a guy, that Mystical feels deeply connected to. What is the spiritual reasoning for this? The 4 of Wands is in the dark. The 4 of Wands is like you and this person have like a bloodline together. So like in a past life, you were probably related. That's probably why you have connected. But the first card that came out, like the first card is always the strongest energy, right? Yeah, there was no question, Hudson. Yeah. Sorry for mystical. I wasn't telling you the reason why you're feeling the connection that you're feeling. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Very ADHD tonight. Sorry about that. But the reason that you feel this deep connection is because in the past life you were bloodlines. In the past life you were related. But that's why you still have the connection now. I know in this life you're not related, but in the past lives you were. So you have a bloodline connection. So this could potentially be a twin flame. Not necessarily, but it just means that that is why you have that deep divine spiritual connection. The Knight of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like the connection between the two of you is not a romantic connection. I don't know if there's potential of it growing into one, but I feel like right now it's just love, like family love kind of energy. Is what's being picked up right now, but it doesn't mean it can't be a start of something, right? There is the Ace of Pentacles here, so you may be able to recreate that feeling of the past life energy, even though you were related before, you're not now. So now you can be romantic. Yeah, it may feel like that now, but it's not. That's not as like you're not soulmates or anything like that. In a past life, you were just blood related. Now you probably have that deep connection that can potentially turn into something more romantic for sure. Yeah, that's just because you asked why you feel the connection. So this is why you feel the connection, right? You had a past life before, you were related, you were family, you were blood. Now there's potential of a new beginning, a new romantic thing, or a new whatever you want to take this, right? It may not end well because I feel like you will still feel like your family, even though you have a strong love feeling, but it may not always work out well because of the past life connection of being family rather than lovers, right? Lovers is not the same as having a brother or sister or an uncle or cousin, you know what I mean? So it's a matter of trying to figure out where that lies and where that's headed, right? What will be the outcome of this? Just with the Five of Pentacles, it's like it may not work the way you're wanting. But it could, there is potential. How will this go out? How will this play out for mystical? Yeah, it's a difficult choice to make. You see the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, is all family related cards. Um, but you have the Six of Wands. So you can make badass success out of it, right? The badass card is here, the Six of Wands. You can turn it into love, romance, and that sort of thing. Yeah. But yeah, it is definitely a spiritual connection, but not a soulmate, not a lover spiritual connection. But it doesn't mean you can't turn it around, right? That is what I got. The spirits. Oh my god, last night was so bad. There was so many spirits around last night. I was a mess. I don't know if you guys realize this, but last night was tough for readings, for sure. The door kept creeping me out by opening and closing. I don't know what was up with that. The dog was all up by my feet and being all weird. Stuff was going flying down here. Your place too? Oh man. Victoria, hello. General for Victoria. What's going on for Victoria's hubby? Okay, every time I say her name, this wants to come out. What's going on for Victoria's hubby? Holy. Um, General on finances, relief breathing room soon, or boost in the. Okay, finances. What's going on for finances? Okay, cool. There's extra cards here. I don't know. This came out. This is from the universe. I have no idea what this is about, but you do have the Empress here. The Empress is always about reclaiming your control, reclaiming your power, right? She's well connected with the earth. She's very grounded. She's very earthy. She's very practical in her decisions and actions, right? It does come with the Seven of Cups energy, so I know there's a lot of things going on, a lot of options, a lot of choices you need to make. Um, that the universe seems to be recognizing for you. Seven of Cups in the dark too is kind of like restoring your focus, being more realistic in your goals and your actions, and again grounding yourself with the Empress here as well. Then for your hubby, you do have the Lovers. The Lovers is in the dark. So I feel like whatever's going on with your hubby is that he's at a crossroads about what he truly wants out of his relationship or what he truly wants in life in general, or maybe both altogether, right? So I feel like there's this energy of just being torn, torn in passions, torn in temptation, torn in disconnection and betrayal. I'm not quite sure what that is coming from, but that just seems to be lingering around his energy right now. There is the Queen of Pentacles in the light. So I feel like he's trying to be grounded. I feel like he does realize that you are the Empress, and he's trying to match your energy, but I feel like he's struggling because his Knight of Swords is in the dark. So there's a power struggle going on there as well. Yeah. For the Knight of Swords in the dark, I just feel like there's this energy that maybe they feel like they're very temperamental or emotional, or just trying to hide their emotions but still being in control and pushy and impulsive in their energy because they don't know how to match your energy and they're not able to adjust. And then you have the Sun in the dark and the Eight of Wands. So I feel like the universe is trying to give you a message here for directly at your situation now without even asking. Because your Sun is in the dark and your Eight of Wands is in the dark. So it's kind of like, just keeping positive, making sure you're focusing your energy and directing your energy where it's needed and where it's practical rather than wishful hoping, you know? Yeah. for your hubby's energy, because this was a general for your hubby. This is more of a relationship thing. Your hubby is torn with you and him together. The stresses that's coming out right now is between you and him. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but that is what is the strongest energy for your hubby. For your financial energy here, I don't know, it seems to be focusing on grounding yourself, being realistic with your expectations and that sort of thing, and redirecting your focus into a more positive light. That is what I got. You're welcome, Victoria. Cries, hello, general in love this year for Cries. What's going on? Let's see for Cries this year. What's coming in love for Cries this year? That was a horrible shuffle. Don't look at that. Let's just see here. For Cries, what's going on in Cries love life this year? What's going on in Cries love life this year? Ooh, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Someone's coming towards you. I can see that romantic knight moving and making some bold moves and taking some quick actions. Oh man, I feel like there's passion coming through with no BS. Oh, the Three of Pentacles. Oh man, it started off so good. I don't know what's going on here. Single? Okay, yeah. There's some energies here. I feel like something's trying to come through, but I feel like you may have a shield around you. I don't know if you realize you have a shield around you, but you do. That's very much protecting your heart. Like, too much. You know, it's good to have healthy boundaries. It's good to have your guards up. It's good to not trust everybody who comes your way. But you also have to leave a little wiggle room for someone to connect with your energy, right? For the Eight of Wands, I feel like there's a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of romance, a lot of, oh, you know, all that love energy is floating around you for sure. But it's a little bit quick. It's a little bit too bold. All over the place, too, it seems. There is a Knight of Swords. A Knight of Swords is a very strong energy with someone wanting to come towards you, making those bold moves, wanting to have ambitions, wanting to connect with you, wanting to reach out to you. That's very persuasive and very intense. But I feel like they don't know how to get through the boundaries. They don't know how to get through, you know, the guards that are up. Because they keep trying and they keep getting knocked down. I'm not quite sure who this person is towards you. There is the Three of Swords in the dark as well. I mean, Three of Pentacles. I don't know why I want to say Three of Swords. Because Three of Swords, I feel like there's this energy of healing or realizing this person who they truly are before it's too late. But this one is a Three of Pentacles, so this is kind of like someone who doesn't really quite fit into your energy, doesn't quite fit into your circle of friends or whatever that is. But they're trying. Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person trying to come into Cry's energy? Ten of Wands. I feel like this is a person who works really hard. Maybe it's someone you work with. I don't know. But they very much try to keep to themselves. But they're the type of person who will do anything for you. If you ask them to or not, kind of thing. So I feel like they carry a lot of burdens, a lot of stresses, a lot of anxieties. But they are also very sexual. You know, they have a lot of their sexuality is very strong as well. I feel like they're focusing on trying to release any energy, but I feel like this person, yeah, I don't know if this person is just obsessed with you and they're hiding from you because they're unsure of what's going on. Who is this person? Just because this person is coming into your energy and love, you may have your guards up for a good reason. Nine of Pentacles. Oh man. They do work really hard. They're kind of like a workaholic. Sometimes they do a little bit of shady business on the side. I don't know what that is. But, I don't know. How will Cries meet this person? How will Cries meet this person? Eight of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands in the light and the Eight of Wands in the dark. It's kind of like redirecting your focus to seeing who they are. Because I feel like you know each other. You know this person knows you already. You're just not connecting. What is the love energy between Cries and this person? What is the love energy between Cries and this person? Secrets. Oh man. I feel like the secrets is more along the lines of what I was saying. Like they have feelings for you, but they're not ready to share those feelings with you because they feel like you're gonna knock them down. They feel like they feel like you're better than they are. That is what I got. I have no idea who this person is. Alice, hello. What are your cool thoughts and feelings and intentions for Alice? What are Rahul's thoughts, feelings, and intentions for Alice? What are Rahul's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alice? Does Rahul want something more serious with Alice? Does Rahul want something more serious with Alice? These pentacles in the dark. What will happen in the near future between Alice and Rahul? This one wants to come through. And that is the High Priestess in the dark. What will happen between Alice and Rahul in the near future? Ace of Swords in the dark. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this thing, but I decided to take a vacation. I don't know. It's spinning. Hopefully it will just come back on its own. For the Eight of Swords, so this is Rahul's thoughts towards you as the Eight of Swords. So I do feel like whatever's going on, he feels unsure. Like I feel like he's really stuck in his head. He doesn't know where his mindset is. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, with him, with his energy. For the Three of Pentacles in the dark as well, I feel like he feels like there's some stresses going on between the two of you, or he has stresses. I don't know. I feel like he's worried about fitting in. Not quite sure what that is about either. I just feel like he feels a little bit like his energy and your energy don't fit well together for whatever reason. Yeah, I know. Movie's coming to fix the screen. My camera is spinning. It's not spinning anymore. I don't know what it's doing. It was spinning. I didn't know it stopped. You have the Two of Cups and a Light as well. So I feel like there is love and romance there in their feelings and their intentions. They do want to connect with you. It's just a matter, there's a lot of things going on in their mind. Their mind is not in the right place. It's not in a good place right now. But their love, they're not sure where they fit in love. But their intentions is to, I don't know if their intentions are to fake it till it make it kind of thing. They do want this love energy. They do want this love, romance, passion, all that sort of thing. It's buffering again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. If you go back, you can watch it. I was reading it even though you couldn't see the screens. Yeah, tell the spirits to behave for sure, Dottie. And then this question was, does he want something more serious? It's the Ace of Pentacles in the dark. So he's not really sure on what does that mean, that back now? Do I have to do the reading again, Moonbeam? Or is it okay? Alice, did you see the reading so far? Was anything missed? Was anything missed though, Moonbeam? Because I'm at the end. Okay, so but you could hear me, right, Alice? You could hear me even though you couldn't see it, right? Everything that you couldn't see is still here. So if you feel like you missed anything, you need to go back and watch it again. It was buffering, yeah, but if you go back and replay it, it wouldn't be buffering. Like it was only the camera here that was buffering. Up here was not. I have two cameras on. So yeah, so if you want to go back after the reading to replay it, it should all be there. Okay. For him wanting to have something more serious, he does not know. It's not a yes or a no, it's he does not know. You know, he has a lot of things on his mind, a lot of things in his heart that he is not making sense to him right now. So it's kind of like in that energy where he wants to fake it till he makes it kind of thing. Because he does want love and romance with you. Like that's what he wants, that's his intentions. But his heart and mind is not on the same page. So, you know, his alignment is not good. And then you have the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords in the dark for what will happen in the future. So I think it all depends if the two of you can get on the same page, you know? Right now, I feel like you're both not on the same page, or at least he feels like you're not. So it's a matter of listening to your intuition if you feel like this is right for you or not. And I feel like once you make that decision, the Ace of Swords will turn into the light and it will be an honest, open relationship. Um, if given the chance to. But right now, it's kind of rocky. Yeah. That is what I got though, Alice. Yeah, if you feel like you missed anything, like rewind, like go back to the beginning and watch it again. That's what I got. Oh man. Yeah, last night too. I don't know. I have to do have to search to see what's going on in the sky there. I know there's been some solar flares, so I don't know if that's what's going on or what. Elephant. What's going on for elephant's energy? Elephant, what is going on right now in elephant's energy? That's too many cards. Ooh, there was a fool, so maybe some new beginnings for you. Some new adventures. That'd be fun, right? What's going on for Elephant? What does Elephant need to know right now? The Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Swords is never fun, but you know. Stress is happen. Stress is happen because we care too much. If we didn't care, we wouldn't have stress, right? For the Two of Cups in the dark. Oh man, I feel like there's a connection that wants to happen that's not happening. I feel like there's some broken trust going on here. I feel like there's an imbalance. I feel like one thing, someone feels like it's a one-sided thing. So I don't know if that's you feeling it's a one-sided thing or if it's somebody else. But the two of you are not connecting as well. I feel like the two of you are connecting, but you're not realizing the two of you are connecting, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably it. I said I was gonna sage last night, Dottie, and I didn't. You know? Now I'm paying for it. Damn. Nancy gets lazy, I guess. For the Queen of... I'm so lazy. I haven't done any quickies in a long time. Not lazy. It's just life goes too fast. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles is in the dark. So I don't know what's been going on here. But I feel like that has shifted to a completely different energy right now. Because the Queen of Pentacles is more about work. Because I feel like there's energy that you feel like you're relying on yourself and you have no one that you can trust. And I feel like that is a very strong energy. I feel like there's somebody in your energy who's very condescending, very jealous, very uh like interrupting your energy for whatever reason. I don't know if that is what's causing the stresses and worries right now, but I feel like there's a lot on your plate going on, right? I feel like these fears and anxieties and stressing and overwhelming, maybe it's more overwhelming than fears. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like you're being haunted by guilt. I don't know. We're going to try to clarify what this all means. The Page of Cups is in the dark, so I don't know if you're waiting to hear from someone. You're waiting for I don't know if you're waiting for someone to express their feelings towards you, because I feel like they're waiting for you to express their feelings to them. Like I feel like these two energies want to be connected. And these two seem to be something completely different. So I don't know what that is about. Either. Maybe it's all the same thing. I have no idea. Let's just see what's going on. What's going on with this energy for elephant? What's going on in this energy for elephant right now? Hierophant. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's some higher learning coming through for sure. I also feel like there's this energy of like sticking to traditions, like respecting each other or respecting each other's differences. Whatever that is for the two of you, and I feel like that's going to help clear up some things that are going on. So I feel like, you know, you may have this vision of this person, this other person may have some visions of you, but I feel like in reality, the two of you would connect very well together given the chance. And I feel like that will give some clarity here. Because I just feel like there's this energy of, you know, there's a lot of dark thoughts going on. There's a lot of, you know, thoughts that are happening, but are those thoughts real? I don't know. I feel like you're both thinking things that are on two different pages and not in the same book. Wheel of Fortune. Whatever this connection is a very genuine, very real connection. There is something very strong here, even though the two of you may feel it but don't see it. I don't know. Or if you see it and don't feel it, I don't know. But the two of you need to get on the same page. Not even sure if this is a love situation or if it's just a friendship or if it's just an acquaintance. I don't know, but it seems like the two of you need to get into the same page. That's all. That's what I got. Hi, LM. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. LM. What does LM need to know right now? What does LM need to know right now? Do I have a male crushing on me? Does LM have a male crushing on her? Does LM have a male crushing on them? Does LM have a male crushing on them? Does LM have a male crushing on them right now? I feel like that didn't really answer the question. I'll see what these have to say. But for the Hierophant in the dark, it's kind of like someone is thinking about you, but I feel like they feel like it's taboo. Like they can't have a crush on you. They can't be with you. They can't think about being with you. I don't even know who this person is. There is a sun here, so I feel like they'll never got the opportunity or the chance to be with you, but they're thinking about it anyways because it's coming into your energy. There is a Ten of Pentacles here, so I feel like they have very, very, very strong family values, like very strong family values. But they feel like their family values may not match well with yours, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but it seems to be a very strong energy. The Three of Cups is in the dark as well. So I feel like they feel this cliche or this, you know, this not being able to connect with you the way they would like to. Is this person David? Is this person David? Is this person David? The stars in the dark, so I would lean against no. Who is this person that is thinking about LM in a romantic way? Who is this person thinking about LM or Mira in a romantic way? Eight of Pentacles. Someone who wants to take action towards you, but they feel like they can't. They have no confidence to take action towards you either. I feel like this may be someone you work with or you have worked with in the past. I don't know. Has this person ever dated Mira? Has this person ever dated Mira before? Has this person ever dated Mira before? Five of Wands. No, it's not someone you've ever dated before. You never gave this person a chance. No. It's a person you know, but you have not dated them. It is what I got. The card said it was not David. We asked that question, Mira. It said that it's not David. The star was in the dark, so yeah, it's not a hopeful that it's that person. Jasmine! Yeah, I feel like it's somebody else that you've worked with as well. I feel like you don't even work with them anymore. Like, I don't know. Maybe you do. Jasmine, what is the status with my application for BCG? What is the energy around Jasmine's application with the BCG? Looks very positive. The sun's shining brightly. It's looking positive right now. But your Ten of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like they have not made a decision yet about the progress of the application. That is still lingering. What is the status of Mackenzie's? What is the status of the application for Mackenzie? What is the status of the energy around the Mackenzie? Oh, it's at a pause still. It was at a pause before too, wasn't it? The Mackenzie one. They're working really hard to take action with going through the applications, but it's still at a pause right now. Will Jasmine get an interview with BCG soon? Will Jasmine get an interview with BCG soon? Will Jasmine get an interview with Mackenzie soon? Will Jasmine be getting an interview with Mackenzie soon? Two of Swords. I feel like they haven't quite made a decision yet, Jasmine, about the applications. So the energy is not there yet. I would not say that it's a pure no for either one of them. It's just it hasn't lingered. The BCG still looks more promising than the Mackenzie one. But that's what I got. BB! What are Sandy's thoughts and feelings for BB? I'm being very direct. Oh man. I did not even know that. Oh man. I try not to be direct. Smile? I'm smiling. I feel like I'm smiling. The light is bright on my face for some reason. I feel like I'm glowing like a weirdo. I don't know what's up with that. But I've been giggling the whole time. I'm good. BB, what are Sandy's feelings for BB? What are Sandy's feelings for BB right now? Will Hassani be contacting BB again soon? Will Hassani be contacting BB again soon? Oh man, Hassani's thoughts and feelings. We did thoughts, we didn't say feelings, eh? What are Sandy's feelings for BB? What are Sandy's feelings for BB? Oh, those sexual pleasures. You know what's on his mind, right? Oh man, the Seven of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like Hassani feels like he has options. I'm not quite sure what his options are, but he feels like he has options right now. I feel like that is what's heavy on his mind. There is a Ten of Cups, so I feel like he overall does feel connected to you, does feel committed to you. I don't know if you're feeling the same way or not. I don't know. I'm guessing they don't feel committed towards you because they haven't contacted you in a while. But I feel like whatever's going on, they do feel love and harmony, and They do have sexual desires towards you. There is a devil there. I feel like they may be tied up to other things though, so I'm not quite sure what else Hassani's into. But I feel like he's, you know, if he's not contacting you, there's probably other things going on that you are unaware of. I'm not quite sure if that's like betrayal, like cheating or something, or what. The Ace of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like there's some miscommunication, some confusion definitely coming through. I feel like he's being very critical of himself too, for whatever reason. I don't know. Is this Sandy seeing someone else? Is this Sandy seeing someone else right now? Is this Sandy seeing someone else right now? Two of Wands, no idea. I feel like he's trying to. I feel like he realized he has options, but I don't think he's played on them yet. For the Seven of Swords in the dark, I feel like he does not have a lot of strength to talk to you right now or communicate with you right now. Seven of Swords, I feel like he's got caught up in something and he's trying to deal with it before he contacts you. But I feel like there's been a change of plans and that's now he's not trusting anyone right now either. That is what I got. Hopefully some of that made sense. LM, what's Francesco's thoughts about me? What are Francesco? Oh, not about me. We don't want to know what he thinks about me. Nobody wants to know that. He'll be like, that's a crazy tarot reader. What is she talking about? Oh, man. What's Francesco's thoughts about Mira? What is Francesco's thoughts about Mira right now? What is Francesco's thoughts about Mira right now? What are Francesco's thoughts? It's still thoughts. Okay, I thought there was feelings there. Just thoughts. Okay, that's a little bit too many thoughts, but let's go with a few. What are Francesco's thoughts about Mira? What is Francesco's thoughts about Mira right now? Tower. I mean, you gotta have a little bit of chaos in your life or it's not fun, right? There's gotta be some chaos or life would get boring. So he just has to get on board with the chaos train, right? I feel like they feel like they're very intuitive connected with you though. With the high priestess there, I feel like intuitively you both think you're both on the same page, right? I feel like they, you know, so I feel like they're like taking a step back and they're trying to figure out what exactly do I think about Mira? Like what exactly are my feelings? Like what is going on? I feel like they're thinking about it, they're contemplating that idea because they do feel connected to you. For the King of Wands in the dark, I do feel like there's this energy of them. King of Wands is a very passionate, romantic card, right? Even though it's in the dark, they're just a little bit restless on where they want to put their passions or where they want to direct their passions. So, you know, I feel like when they do think about you, they probably have those sexual desires, you know. But they don't know what they want to do with it. They're a little bit chaotic in their energy right now. The Four of Wands, I feel like they will contact you again at some point. I don't know when. But yeah, they're ready to go again, especially in their intimate department. So yeah, but that is what I got. It wasn't a lot of cards, but I felt like it was a lot of energy. Yeah, I love these ones too. I take them out every once in a while. They're very Celtic. They're called the Celtic Tarot. That's exactly what they're called. They have a lot of fairies. Every card has a fairy. Or mostly every card has a fairy somewhere. Spiritual love! Wasn't FG after spiritual love, Moonbeam? Chaos in the chat? Oh man, I feel like there's chaos in the universe right now. Like, holy. There's chaos everywhere. Everybody's all chaotic. It's the planets though. The planets have shifted in an energy that we're not used to. I think that's where all the chaos is coming from. Because a lot of planets have shifted in directions where they haven't been in like 300 years. So we're not used to this energy. So it's making everybody a little bit crazy. But people are blaming each other instead of the universe when it's the universe's fault, right? Because we don't know how to blame the universe. We can't see it. I don't know. For spiritual love. The Emperor came flying out. That's exactly how it came out on the floor, was in that position. So we're keeping it there. Spiritual love is MGMT 451 course worth it this summer. Is the course MGMT 451 course worth it this summer for spiritual love? The High Priestess is yes, and she's in the light, so I would say yes. What does spiritual love need to know about this course? What does spiritual love need to know about this course? Seven of Cups. It may open up some options for you to think about. It may have a positive outcome, right? I don't know what that is, but you don't feel good about it. Should I drop it? I don't know, because I feel like it could give you some options. The Emperor is like, you have a decision to make. You know, I feel like this card came out first before I even asked a question. So I feel like the universe recognizes you're not confident in it at all. You know, with the Emperor in the dark, the Emperor is really usually very confident, very much in control, very yeah. So I feel like there's good things from it. Should spiritual love drop the course? 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 The Ace of Cups is in the dark, so it's up to you. It's up to you. That's not a strong yes. It's completely up to you. Listen to your intuition. Ace of Cups is also about listening to your intuition. You know, the High Priestess, I feel like you will gain some inner wisdom with the course. I feel like it will open up some options. It may be tough. It may be a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of weight, but it will have a positive outcome. So that is the choice is yours of what you want to do with that. You're welcome, Spiritual Love. New love, hello. How will it go working with Libra D? Ooh, for new love. How will it go for Libra D? No. Yes. That was right. I don't know why I said no. Let's just see here for new love. How will it go with Libra D? How will it go for Libra D? Hot Sun, I could do you at the end. I don't think you made on the list with Hot Sun. I will do you at the end because I know you did miss the last 2 times. You did make it on the list. New love. How will it go for Libra D working with new love? Well, I see the problem that maybe Libra D may have some intimate feelings towards you. So I don't know if that's gonna be some strange energy between you and the work performance, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune like to go. I don't know if this is a good energy for working together because I feel like the luck, timing, and destiny is trying to push the two of you in a different direction. I have no idea what that is. I don't even know who Libra D is. Anyways, there does seem to be a tough decision to make. about working with them. So I feel like you do want to work with Libra, you do have to set some clear boundaries. Clear boundaries. Um, yeah, like making sure that you're not interested. For the Two of Pentacles in the light, I do feel like there's this energy of considering the future options that you have. And like, I feel like it's kind of like watch what you're doing, watch what you're saying for the Libra. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know. I just feel like making sure that your guards and your boundaries are up, but I feel like it could be a good connection with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like the two of you will adapt really well together. I feel like you'll work really well together. I feel like your priorities are in the right place. I feel like the Libra will be flexible to meet your needs and that sort of thing. The Four of Cups is in the light too. So I feel like it's just a matter of like being mindful of your actions and the Libra's actions and how to work together. Libras can be very indecisive, so I feel this energy that they'll rely on you more to make the final decisions in the workplace. Um, yeah, that is what I got though. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but there was a lot of scattered energy there. Hi Teresa, how are you? Welcome. Teresa, I think my list is closed. I don't know. I come 2 hours earlier than now. I'm not sure. But that's what I got, my love. Dottie! What do I see coming in Dottie's life? What's going on for Dottie right now? What's coming towards Dottie right now? What does Dottie need to know about her life right now? What does Dottie need to know about her life right now? What does Dottie need to know about her life right now? The Four of Pentacles is in the dark. Oh man. I just feel this energy of you setting some healthy boundaries. I feel this energy of you being more mindful around your spending. But I do feel like there's a new sense of security and a new sense of stability. So I'm not quite sure what that is about, but that is some really good energy. The Wheel of Fortune, so luck, timing, and destiny, and all that sort of fun things is on your side for sure, right? Good karma coming your way. I do feel that for you. I also feel like there's this energy of some uncertainty and some unpredictable changes may happen as well. So I feel like it might be a matter of taking some chances to see how it plays out. I don't know. The Four of Cups is also in the dark, so I feel like there's this energy of revisiting some past things or revisiting some past offers or some past resources that you may have turned down before may now be available towards you again. I don't know. But it does seem to be like something is going to come through where you may want to take a second look at it. The Two of Pentacles in the dark too, so I feel like there's a sense of feeling overwhelmed, disorganized, a little unbalanced and burnt in your energy. What is this about for the Two of Pentacles? What is this about in the Two of Pentacles for Dottie? Four of Swords. So making sure that you're taking a rest, making sure you're taking some me time energy, right? Some self-love energy, doing something that you enjoy, something that you love, right? Take that break. Relaxation, peace, and self-reflection energy coming through. You also have the Page of Cups. So I feel like some dreamy energy is coming your way as well. That innocent inner child energy. So feed your inner child. Don't forget that, right? Whatever you loved to eat when you were a child, you gotta feed the inner child once in a while. Or do something that makes you reconnect with your inner child seems to be coming through as well. It may make you feel a little bit more better with this Two of Pentacles energy. Yeah. That is what I got. This card want to fly away. Hello, thank you so much for your donation. Yeah, so life is very stressful. It is. You just gotta redirect your focus to the positive thing. I know it's hard, but gotta keep pushing through. LM, does Francesco notice my facial... What? Francisco noticed my facial few imperfections. Okay, does Francisco notice Mira's... Does Francisco notice LM's facial imperfections? Does Francisco notice Mira's facial imperfections? I would say no, because the Empress is very beautiful, so I feel like that is not a problem for Francesco. I feel like, the Empress is all about love and beauty, right? Because she's ruled by Venus. So I feel like the imperfections is not a problem for him, even though he probably does notice them because it is a yes card, but they're not an issue for him at all. The Six of Pentacles is in the dark, but I feel like it's just a matter of, you know, realizing that not everyone is perfect, right? If it's imperfections on the inside or the outside, no one's perfect. What are his thoughts about how LM looks? Tarot doesn't really go with physical features, just keep that in mind. We'll see what the cards say, but tarot is not for physical appearances. It's for emotional ones. Let's see, for Mira. What are Francesco's thoughts about Mira's appearance? I know it's the Five of Wands, but when I first pulled it out, before I even saw that it was Five of Wands, there was a lot of hot, fiery, sexy energy just tried to come through, like, really quickly when I pulled it out. The Five of Pentacles is about fighting for what matters. So even though you may steer some drama, I feel like he still has a lot of sexual attraction towards you anyways. I don't know if you feel like you cause any drama or whatever, but all guys kind of think the girls are dramatic, right? In one way or another. But I feel like they do see you as someone, as a Queen of Cups, someone who is very kind and generous and intuitive and nurturing. They do value that in you a lot. And I feel like that is what they notice most about you. The Ten of Pentacles, I feel like Francisco is strong on family values, so I don't know if that is something that comes into play for whatever reason. But it is a Ten of Pentacles, so I do feel like, family legacy, family foundations, all that sort of thing is extremely important. They do want to settle down, but I feel like they're not sure who they want to settle down with, so that's kind of lingering in their energy. Does Francesco have feelings towards LM right now? Does Francesco have romantic feelings towards LM right now? That did not want to come out. Does Francesco have romantic feelings for LM right now? The Ten of Wands is in the dark, so Ten of Wands is no, but it's not a hard no because it's in the dark, right? If it was in the light, it'd be a hard no, but it's not. I just feel like they're just not into someone right now, but that doesn't change how they generally feel about you. And then what I got. Blue, hello, Blue. Hot Sun, you're at the end if you're still here to write in your question if you haven't already. Blue, what is the universe saying about the two men on my mind? So what does the universe say about the two men on Blue's mind? What is the universe? Is the universe, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae want to come and give Blue a message about what you say about the two men on Blue's mind? What do you feel about D? What does the universe and spirit guides and everyone feel about D towards Blue? Ooh, they say that is the beginning of something trying to come through. I don't know what this beginning is, but there's a potential of some sort of beginning, like a very earthy, grounding, transformation beginning. I feel like D can provide some stability and security of some sort, even though the judgment is a little bit judgy. The universe may be a little bit judgy of the connection. I don't know why, but I do feel like there's a sense of I always feel like the judgment is kind of like more about being fearful of being seen or fearful of being noticed. So I don't know if that's a little bit of doubt on D's end about being noticed or seen or whatever's going on there. I don't know. Let's see. What does the universe, spirit guides, and angels and fae and everyone up there, ancestors, say about Jay's energy towards blue? Ooh, the Knight of Wands. Sexy time, right? I always feel like the Knight of Wands, that hot, fiery, passionate, romantic. Ace of Cups. There is potential for a beginning with Jay. They see potential. I feel like Jay has been holding back on his true feelings towards you if you haven't noticed. I feel like he feels a little empty, a little bit rejected, a little bit probably avoiding communication with you because they don't want to accidentally say how they're truly feeling. Let's see. What does Blue need to know about D? What does Blue need to know about D right now? Queen of Swords. So maybe D's a little bit of the Ice Queen going on there, but I feel like they don't want to rely on anyone. They're really focusing on trying to be independent. They're trying to be clear-minded and trying to set boundaries, but they probably see this beginning trying to emerge, and they don't know what to do about it. What does Blue need to know about Jay? What does Blue need to know about Jay's energy? Knight of Swords wants to take action, but too scared to do it. Right? Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. Sorry, Knight of Wands. He wants to take action. He wants to go for it. He wants to rush into it with fireworks and passion and all that sort of thing. But the Knight of Swords is like, slow down. Let's be a little guarded here. Let's detach ourselves from the situation because I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Jay, but yeah, even though they want to take action towards you as much as you do to them, they're holding back. They're trying to distract themselves with this bull energy here, so I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe it's just them being really stubborn about the whole thing. Good night, Dottie. Thank you for coming. Debbie, hello, Debbie. How long will my brother Alfred stay mad at me? Let's see. For Debbie, how long will Debbie's brother Alfred stay mad at Debbie? What is going on with Debbie's brother's energy? What's happening with Debbie's brother's energy? The Six of Cups. Oh man. What's going on with Debbie's brother Alfred's energy? Will Alfred stay mad at Debbie? There is a Six of Cups, so I feel like overall your brother Alfred does have a lot of happy memories, a lot of good connection between the two of you. There's a lot of good things that are going on there, but I feel like Alfred is going through a lot of things on his mind. You know, the Queen of Wands is in the dark. So I feel like there's this energy that they feel like maybe sometimes you self-sabotage yourself, and they feel like you're a little bit fearful of taking risk. They feel like that frustrates him somehow, or makes him not feel I don't know, makes him feel the way he feels for whatever reason. I wouldn't say that Alfred is mad at you, but I feel like he doesn't know how to connect with you because of the differences between the two of you. I feel like there's a lot of stresses and worries and anxieties going on. I feel like there's a lot of past traumas that's going on with Alfred's mind, whatever that is. I don't know. The Nine of Swords is in the dark, so I feel like he's trying to release these fears, trying to come into some inner peace, trying to learn how to cope with his feelings, but at the same time he's still struggling, even though he feels very positive of you. I feel like there's a lot of worry about you. I feel like he does stress about your energy as well. um for the Six of Wands being in the dark, I do feel like they do feel like things between the two of you is unfair, and he doesn't know how to reconnect the way he probably should. What advice can we give to Debbie about this connection? Yeah, he doesn't know how to reconnect with you, Debbie. That's what the cards are saying. He worries about you a lot. He thinks about you a lot, but doesn't know how to reconnect with you. Five of Pentacles, yeah. You know, I feel like he does want to reconcile with you, but doesn't know how. The Four of Swords is also in the dark. So I feel like the best thing he feels like he can do between the two of you is to keep his distance from you. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he feels like that's the best thing for him right now is to keep his distance from you. With the Four of Swords in the dark and the Five of Pentacles in the dark as well. I feel like he may have some financial hardship as well that he's dealing with and some other issues that are going on. That is what I got. Yeah, I feel like it breaks his heart too, so I don't know. Hopefully he'll come around at some point. You're welcome, Debbie. Culture, reclaim my power. Culture. Gotta change my cards. For culture. How can culture reclaim their power? What is draining culture's power right now? What power is still lives within culture? What power still lives in culture? How can culture fully step back into their power? How can culture fully step back into our power? What will culture feel when they reclaim their power? Oh man, there's some energy going on here, culture. I just feel like with the King of Wands in the dark, I feel like what's draining your power right now is, always having to be, that person who everyone else leans on or relies on and that sort of thing. I feel like that definitely weighs you down. I just feel like there's this restless energy, like you wanting to realize what your power is or wanting to focus on reclaiming your power deep down inside your subconscious mind, but you're unsure of where to start with that. And I feel like that is causing some weakness in your powers, by not realizing the true strength of them, right? The strength is in the dark, so I do feel like there's this energy of like staying calm under pressure. That is a strong power that you have that still lives within you, right? I feel like you have the power to control that inner beast energy, channel in that courage and that power of anchoring, like anchoring yourself so that you stay grounded and focus on what you need to stay focused on. You may lose sight of that once in a while, right? We all do. That's probably why it's a little bit weak right now too, right? Oh man, whatever's going on there, I do feel like you do have the power to connect with animals and that sort of thing as well. I also feel like you have like the spirit of the lion within you as well. Like, I don't know if that is like your familiar or what's going on there, your spirit animal, whatever. But you do have the spirit of the lion around you. For the Eight of Wands as well, I do feel like there's this energy of you being able to manipulate and control energy, right? The Eight of Wands is supposed to be someone who dances with fire. So I feel like Dancing with fire is a way for you to practice getting your power back. Be safe with it though. Don't catch anything on fire. But I do feel like fire magic seems to be something that you can do to reclaim your power. Or just maybe not even just playing with fire, but like some people like, look at a candle and they can have like visions of or see things in the fire, like scrying in fire. I feel the energy to be strong for you to practice to reclaim your power as well. This one says firepower, like I was saying, quick, fast spells, change timelines, more powerful in retrograde. For the Ten of Pentacles and the Light, this is what you're going to feel once you do reclaim your power. So I feel like you're going to feel more grounded, more connected with your ancestors, more connected with your blood relatives and all that sort of thing as well. Just this big, strong ancestral power coming back. I feel the sense of you feeling more settled, more supported, more comfortable with your powers as well and who you are. Um, yeah, I feel like that strong psychic ability coming through as well. You're a Cancer, so there you go. Excuse me. I feel like you're going to feel more in tune with your Taurus energy though, because it is very grounding. That is what I got. Hot Sun! What are Matt's energies towards Hot Sun? Oops. What are Matt's energies towards Hot Sun? What are Matt's energies towards Hot Sun right now? What is Matt's energy towards Hot Sun right now? Hot Sun keeps dreaming about him for the past few days. Why is Hot Sun dreaming of Matt the last few days? Why is Hot Sun dreaming about Matt in the last few days? Is there any spirit guides, ancestors, angels, or fae that want to come and give Hot Sun a message about why they keep dreaming about Hot Sun? The Two of Cups. I feel like you're dreaming about him because Matt has some deep romantic feelings towards you. So I feel like maybe the two of you are literally connecting in dreams. I forget what that is called. I think it's like a telepathic a relationship where you think about someone and someone else thinks about you, and you live in that relationship. I don't know if that's what's going on between the two of you, but that's what it feels like. Um, yeah. So what his energy towards you right now is the Ten of Cups. So he does feel like part of his soul. It's completely connected towards you. Um, like he feels like he can't let go of your energy no matter what he does. It's just there, it's just lingering, and that he doesn't know how to deal with it, it seems. The Queen of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like he feels overly emotional when he thinks about you. I feel like he feels a little insecure. And doesn't know how to listen to his true inner voice and just allowing himself to be with you the way he wants to be. I feel like his soul deeply wants to be with you. It's just his mind is, his mind and soul are not on the same page for whatever reason, and that's causing some blockages. But it seems like his soul is like overpowering his mind sometimes. This Seven of Pentacles is in the dark. So I feel like, yeah, it keeps getting like his mind keeps catching his soul trying to think about you and focusing on you rather than what he wants to focus on and what he wants to do. Yeah, I don't know. um, he's not making any moves though. Yeah, because his mind, like our mind, heart, and soul are like three different things. So when people say that you need to be aligned, it's like having them all connected. It seems like his mind is not connected with his soul, and his soul is trying to overpower him, but his mind keeps, you know, there's a power struggle going on there, and it keeps allowing his mind to win, and he's not giving in to his soul energy. So I feel like his heart is torn between what he thinks and what he soul wants. So his heart is in both directions at the same time, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Let's see. What is Matt going to do about this energy? What is Matt going to do about this energy? Is Matt going to give in to his soul? Is Matt going to be giving in to his soul? His soul wants to walk away from whatever he's into right now and wants to walk towards you. His soul deeply wants to have that soulmate connection. You have the Two of Cups twice. But his mind is aggressively fighting that energy. So I don't know what's going on there. You know? Yeah. It seems like his mind keeps winning over what his soul really wants. So I don't know if the two of you have like a past life connection that's trying to come through, and his mind is just not on board with it. I don't know either. I feel like he needs to stop fighting his soul so aggressively, right? Five of Swords, like, I'm the boss here. I am in charge of this body. We're gonna do what I say. And like his soul is like, no, I want to escape. I wanted this love energy with Hot Sun. I know. I feel like he's not a happy camper with whatever energy he's in right now. He's feeling very torn. Whoever he is with or around, I feel like they must feel very disconnected around him. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that he doesn't trust you. He does trust you. He does love you. It's just his mind thinks he shouldn't be with you for some reason. He's trying very hard to block you from his mind, but his soul is fighting him very strongly. I feel like at some point he's going to have to give in. I don't know when, but, you know, it may take years. But I feel like at some point his soul is going to win eventually. That is what I got. Thank you everyone for being here. Sorry it was a crazy night with the camera and everything, but thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do summer solace reading, so that'll be fun. See what this summer has for everyone. But yeah, I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone. Good night.